Hi guys! Something different this time. Now I'm not playing that much with my beautiful instruments, but instead sharing some parts of the workflow with you, so stay tuned. So hi, my name is Meiju and I'm here on the channel of my solo project Mythrian. And this time I'm sharing a bit of the work with the instruments and the inspiration behind my work. So those of you who have followed me a longer period, you know that I love to play with traditional instruments, Finnish traditional instruments and other world music instruments as well. And that is a world that is fascinating me a lot. But also I have a huge passion for synthesizers because that is my original instrument. So now we're going to talk a bit about some different ways of using synthesizers, but in a nutshell way and in a very simple way. I'm a simple woman, so let's not get too complicated. In my music, I love to combine the ancient instruments, traditional instruments with the modern ones, and combining the acoustic and synthetic or electric soundscapes. And this is really a big passion for me. And I also love to dive in both worlds and go deeper and deeper in them. And when we're talking about synthesizers, I started playing with electric organs and then expanded to keyboard synthesizers. But in my previous life, I always used to use kind of synthetic patches, presets, and workstations where you would just play everything yourself live. And with my work with Ensiferum and Green Rose Fair, for example, they've been doing a lot of work with using both of my hands or playing chords, melodies, and either moshing with the head or singing backing vocals at the same time. So I was super busy there. So when I was introduced kind of in a deeper level to the world of analog synthesizers, when I started to work with the metal band Coldbound, I kind of bumped into a new world for me, because there you kind of had a living, tunable, acoustic synthetic instrument, and that was very intriguing in my head. And the other thing was that I had the opportunity to start using sequencers. And to tell you a secret, I've had a secret passion for sequencers for years, but I haven't quite figured out how to use them in my music that is more fragile and sensitive or folkish. But now I'm kind of starting to see that there is no contradiction. You can do anything in music, right? So there, especially with analog sequencers, I started getting into this weird world where you would not play chords and melodies and stuff, but instead use one finger to play a sequence. And this was a shock to me, that how can you play with such a way? But as it turned out, it's not that easy. Even with the one finger, you have to tweak the sound and tweak the pitch and be very precise with the timing. The work kind of gets minimalistic, so you got to be really accurate and learn how the preset or the patch is really behaving. It's like a living entity. You know, this is the musician stuff. But that gets very interesting. So now I'm going to introduce one very nice bass sequencing track for you that I used in one of my new songs that is still unreleased, but it will get to you guys, so be patient. And I'm working out this one all this time, and stuff is happening on the background. I'm working with multiple songs at a time. So this one I started and composed last summer, and I actually have a clip there how I made this one in 24 hours. But to share a little part with you with this bass sequencer track and to explain how you can play synthesizers in a very simple way, but still where you have to be quite accurate. I'm soon going to play you the bass sequencer track to show what really has to be done there. So this is the plan. And I have 2 analog synthesizers, or 3, but kind of 2 new ones. I bought a Prophet Rev 2 earlier, and then I was so happy to get this beauty as a birthday present the other year. And this is Korg Monologue, and it is a monophonic analog synthesizer. So you only have one cable coming out of the other side, and it's just small, tiny, nice, but it's a universe. And I would love to be able to make this very profound, complicated feature presentation video, but I can't. I don't know all these knobs and stuff. I think music has to be simple, and I am more interested of what comes out of the machine and what kind of sounds you get. I don't need to understand completely how this is technically done. So I'm not going to make a fancy feature presentation out of this, but I'm sure you can find some of those in YouTube as well. But yeah, I'm going to show you how you have to play this one, and just to show you an example how synthesizer playing can be very simple. And this is a very special song because it's combining kantele, Finnish traditional instrument, and vocals that are sung in Finnish, and the texts are ancient Finnish mythologies, and this is all combined to the analog synthesizer world. So let's see what's going to come out of this. First we need a click. Alright guys, there was one example how to make a one-finger bass sequencer track, and I'm going to use it in a very experimental fusion folk song, so stay tuned for more news about that. And please subscribe and follow this channel, put the notifications on, because lots of interesting stuff is going to come up. And get a synthesizer of your own and start experimenting. Be crazy, be wild. That's the most important thing, alright? So stay tuned, take care. Thank you so much for watching and talk to you later. Bye!